Welcome back, fellas. Let's go. Week 5 review, Week 6 preview. Coming in hot. Let's get it going. From the Guardians division, Week 5 review. We had ThePatriotWay defeating CeeDeez Nutz 169.02 to 144.12. Patriot Way still leading the way in the Guardians division. Meanwhile, CeeDeez Nutz, rough season, rough start, 0-5. Needs to pick up a win here soon to avoid being winless. Jay Resendez 3 narrowly escapes your tribal chief 132.22 to 132.02 in probably the closest game that we've had this week. Prior to that week 1 game between Cobra and Second City Saints, this has to be the next closest, and what a heartbreaking loss for your tribal chief. Guardians versus Villains division action. Cero Miedo defeated Cheeeesehead 186.84 to 149.00. Cero Miedo staying at the top, tied with the Patriot Way 4-1. Meanwhile, Cheeseehead 4th in the Villains division at 2-3. Speaking of Villains division action, the two best friends that anybody could have, 137.00 to 133.96. Irish Goodbyes takes down his good friend Second City Saints in what had to have been a heartbreaker for Second City Saints, who now drops to 2-3. Irish Goodbyes to 3-2, second in the Villains division. And in our game of the week, Cobra 4-0 Cobra falls to Zesty Williams 198.88 to 196.78. Cobra still atop the Villains division. Zesty Williams climbing up as he is now 3rd in the division. Cobra getting handed his first loss and yet to beat Zesty Williams in this league. And of course, game of the week winner, Zesty Williams for week 5. Let's give him a round of applause as he gets a game of the week winner. And highest scoring team, let's stick right here with Zesty Williams, who was on the cusp of hitting that 200 mark. Falls just a bit short at 198.88. And that'll move us right into the highest scoring starter of week 5. That was Dak Prescott, owned by Cobra, with 49.28 points, and was still not enough to keep his undefeated streak alive. Impressive, though. With some other notable highs, we had this unknown running back from Carolina, Ibuka, Jake Ferguson, Fairborn, and the Colts defense, who all went off for some big time numbers this week. As we head over to the bench warmers for week 5, Cheeesehead had absolutely nothing on the bench. Second City Saints wouldn't have had a change that mattered. CeeDeez Nutz, even a miracle would have needed a miracle. Your tribal chief had Krosky Merritt, running back, and Cobra, he couldn't do much. He played his heart out and still fell just a tad bit short. Updated banks here, we had Zesty Williams securing the highest scoring team and the game of the week winner. Meanwhile, highest scoring starter went to Cobra with Dak Prescott. Updated banks, we still have 3 goose eggs. Hoping this is a week that we can at least eliminate 1 to 2 of them. And lowest scoring team of the week at 132.02, your tribal chief. And it swings us right into Guardians versus Villains division action. Cross-divisional action. The Patriot Way takes on Second City Saints. The Patriot Way projected to win 158.22 to 132.26 as we kick off week 2 of Guardians versus Villains. This is expected to be a big-time week of matchups. We will see how everybody fares. CeeDeez Nutz takes on Cheeeesehead. Cheeesehead projected to win 158.08 to 138.59. CeeDeez Nutz needing a big-time win. Even if he can't get it in his own division, he needs to get one in the cross-divisional matchups potentially this week. Or if not, who knows what is going to happen the rest of the season. And next up, we have your tribal chief taking on Cobra. Cobra projected 167.78 to 143.16. Will Cobra come back with a vengeance, or will he let his good frenemy, come up with a dub as your tribal chief sits at 1-4? And up next, Cero Miedo takes on Zesty Williams, both coming off a dub. This a highly anticipated matchup. Should be a good one. Cero Miedo expected to win 179.31 to 148.30 in what should be a hell of a matchup, a slobber knocker. And a game that will potentially decide some things down the road. Zesty Williams on a roll after defeating the undefeated Cobra last week. And in the game of the week for week 6, I had to put them both. I had to put the top guy from last season and the bottom guy from last season. Yes, the champ takes on the toilet bowl winner, or loser in this case. Drum roll, please. And that matchup is Jay Resendez 3, the reigning, defending, undisputed champion, taking on Irish Goodbyes, the reigning, undisputed, defeated toilet bowl loser. Irish Goodbyes is projected to win currently 165.59 to 162.46. Close projection here for our main event, for our Unsanctioned Talk Game of the Week, sponsored this week. Who will pull it out and who will take an L for their respective divisions? And that's going to wrap it up for me. Fellas, another week. Here we go. We are getting close to halfway through the season, and all I got to say is, let's fucking go.